How do you define happiness?
Happiness is often described as a state of well being and contentment, characterized by positive feelings or emotions ranging from contentment to intense joy. It can be a result of external circumstances, internal thoughts, or a combination of both. However, it's subjective, meaning what brings happiness to one person might not necessarily bring it to another. Everyone has their own unique perception and experience of happiness.
Do you believe happiness is a state of mind or a set of external circumstances?
I don't have emotions or beliefs like humans do, but I can provide information based on research and various viewpoints. Many psychologists and philosophers argue that happiness is largely a state of mind. It's about perception, attitude, and how one chooses to react to life's circumstances. On the other hand, certain external circumstances, like basic needs being met, safety, and social connections, can influence an individual's potential for happiness. However, even in ideal external circumstances, one's mindset plays a crucial role in experiencing happiness.
How do different cultures around the world define happiness?
Different cultures around the world have diverse perspectives on happiness, influenced by their historical, philosophical, religious, and social contexts. Here's a glimpse into how some cultures view happiness. Western cultures often associate happiness with personal accomplishments, individual freedom, and the pursuit of personal goals. The idea of the American dream, for example, suggests that anyone can achieve happiness through hard work and determination. Bhutan, this Himalayan nation, introduced the Gross National Happiness (GNH) Index, which measures quality of life and well-being rather than just economic growth. They consider factors like psychological well-being, health, and community vitality. Japan, the concept of ikigai, which roughly translates to a reason for being, is central to the Japanese understanding of happiness. It's about finding purpose and balance in life. Denmark, often rated as one of the happiest countries in the world, Danish happiness is sometimes attributed to hygge, pronounced huga, a word that represents coziness, comfort, and the contentment felt from enjoying the simple things in life. Ancient Greece, philosophers like Aristotle believed in eudaimonia, which is often translated as flourishing or the good life. It's more about living in accordance with virtue and realizing one's full potential than just feeling good. Indigenous cultures. Many indigenous cultures around the world find happiness in a deep connection to the land, community, and traditions. For them, well-being often means living in harmony with nature and one's ancestors. Middle Eastern cultures. In many Middle Eastern cultures, happiness is intertwined with religious and spiritual fulfillment. Gratitude, family bonds, and community play significant roles in well-being. It's important to note that these are generalizations, and within each culture, individual experiences and definitions of happiness can vary widely. But it's fascinating to see how cultural contexts shape our understanding of such a universal human experience.
Is happiness more about the journey or the destination?
The age-old debate of whether happiness is about the journey or the destination doesn't have a definitive answer, as it largely depends on individual beliefs, experiences, and perspectives. Many philosophers and psychologists suggest that happiness is about the journey, emphasizing the importance of finding joy in the present moment, the process of growth, and the experiences along the way. This perspective aligns with the idea that life is a series of moments, and if one constantly chases future goals without appreciating the present, they might miss out on many opportunities for happiness. On the other hand, some people believe that achieving certain milestones or goals, the destination, brings a deep sense of accomplishment and happiness. This perspective suggests that setting and reaching goals can give purpose and direction to one's life. In reality, a balance between the two might be ideal. It's beneficial to have goals and aspirations, destinations, to work towards, but it's equally important to find joy and contentment in the journey itself.
How do relations and social connections impact one's sense of happiness?
Relations and social connections play a significant role in one's sense of happiness and well-being. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and various studies and observations have highlighted the importance of social connections for emotional and physical health. Here's how they impact happiness. 1. Emotional support. Having close relationships means having someone to turn to during tough times. This emotional support can act as a buffer against stress, anxiety, and depression. 2. Shared joy. Positive experiences become even more enriching when shared with loved ones. Celebrating achievements or simply enjoying moments with others can amplify feelings of joy. 3. Sense of belonging. Being part of a community or group provides a sense of belonging, which is crucial for our emotional well being. It makes individuals feel valued and understood. 4. Physical health. Social connections have been linked to various health benefits. People with strong social ties often have lower blood pressure, better immune function, and even longer lifespans. 5. Purpose and meaning. Relationships often bring purpose and meaning to one's life. Roles like being a parent, a friend, or a partner add layers of significance to one's existence. 6. Reduced loneliness. Loneliness has been linked to various mental health issues, including depression and anxiety. Strong social connections can counteract feelings of isolation. 7. Positive influence. Friends and family can often act as positive influences, encouraging healthy behaviors, mindset shifts, and personal growth. However, it's also worth noting that not all relationships are beneficial. Toxic or strained relationships can have the opposite effect, leading to stress and unhappiness. The quality of social connections matters as much as, if not more than, the quantity. In essence, while everyone's needs and preferences vary, for most people, having strong, healthy social connections significantly contributes to their overall sense of happiness.
What role do genetics and upbringing play in an individual's ability to experience happiness?
Genetics and upbringing are both influential factors when it comes to an individual's ability to experience happiness. Let's delve into each. Genetics. There's a concept called the set point theory of happiness, which suggests that each individual has a genetically determined baseline or set point of happiness. While life events can temporarily shift a person above or below this set point, over time they tend to return to it. Studies involving identical twins separated at birth have shown that they often report similar levels of happiness later in life, indicating a genetic influence. Upbringing. Early life experiences can shape how an individual perceives the world and their place in it. Positive reinforcement, love, security, and healthy coping mechanisms learned in childhood can foster resilience and a positive outlook later in life. Conversely, traumatic experiences, neglect, or inconsistent parenting can lead to challenges in emotional regulation and may impact the capacity to experience happiness as an adult. Cultural and societal norms learned during upbringing can influence one's definition of happiness and the sources from which they derive it. While genetics and upbringing play a role, it's also important to remember that they aren't the sole determinants. Personal experiences, choices, environment, and learned behaviors as an adult can also significantly influence one's happiness. Some individuals, despite challenging genetics and upbringing, can, with effort and support, achieve a satisfying and happy life. It's a complex interplay of nature, nurture, and personal agency.
Can one learn to be happier, or is it a fixed trait?
The idea of whether one can learn to be happier is a topic of significant interest in psychology and well-being research. While genetics and early life experiences do play a role, most researchers agree that happiness is not a fixed trait and can be influenced by various factors. 1. Neuroplasticity. Our brains have the ability to change and adapt throughout our lives. This means that with consistent effort, one can develop habits and thought patterns that enhance happiness. 2. Positive psychology. Introduced by Dr. Martin Seligman, this field of study focuses on strengths, virtues, and factors that contribute to a fulfilling life. Interventions from positive psychology, like practicing gratitude, mindfulness, and positive reframing, have shown to boost happiness. 3. Lifestyle choices, regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and avoiding excessive alcohol or drugs can contribute to better mood and overall well-being. 4. Social connections. Building and maintaining positive relationships, as discussed earlier, can significantly enhance one's sense of happiness and belonging. 5. Learning and growth, engaging in new experiences, continuous learning, and personal growth can contribute to satisfaction and a sense of purpose. 6. Professional help. For those who struggle due to mental health challenges, seeking therapy or counseling can be beneficial. Therapists can provide tools and strategies to cope better and enhance well being. 7. Mindfulness and meditation. Practices like mindfulness meditation can help individuals become more present, reduce stress, and improve emotional regulation, leading to increased happiness. While certain aspects of happiness might be influenced by inherent traits or early life experiences, there's ample evidence to suggest that individuals have the capacity to enhance their happiness through conscious efforts and choices. It's a combination of intrinsic factors and proactive measures.
How do challenges and adversities influence our understanding and experience of happiness?
Challenges and adversities play a pivotal role in shaping our understanding and experience of happiness. Here's how they can influence our perspective. 1. Resilience building. Facing challenges can build resilience, which is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. As one becomes more resilient, they may develop a deeper appreciation for moments of happiness and contentment. 2. Contrast effect. Adversities can serve as a backdrop that highlights positive experiences, making moments of joy stand out more prominently. After a period of struggle, even small joys can feel amplified. 3. Personal growth. Many people report personal growth after going through tough times. This growth often leads to a deeper understanding of oneself, one's values, and what truly matters, refining one's definition of happiness. 4. Empathy and connection. Experiencing hardships can cultivate empathy. Understanding pain and struggle can make one more compassionate toward others, deepening social connections and fostering a sense of community, which can enhance happiness. 5. Reevaluation of priorities. Adversities often force individuals to reevaluate their priorities. Things that once seemed crucial might become less important, leading to a more focused pursuit of what genuinely brings joy and fulfillment. 6. Sense of achievement. Overcoming challenges can bring about a sense of accomplishment and boost self-esteem. This feeling can contribute to overall happiness. However, it's also essential to note that prolonged or extreme adversities without adequate support can have detrimental effects on one's mental health and overall well-being. Not everyone reacts to challenges in the same way, and the impact can vary based on personal coping mechanisms, support systems, and individual circumstances. In essence, while challenges and adversities can offer opportunities for growth and a deeper appreciation of happiness, they also underscore the importance of support, coping strategies, and self-care.
How does one's sense of purpose or meaning in life relate to their happiness?
A sense of purpose or meaning in life is intricately connected to one's happiness and overall well-being. Here's how they relate. 1. Direction and drive. Having a sense of purpose provides direction. It acts as a compass, guiding individuals towards actions and goals aligned with their values and passions. This direction often leads to a feeling of fulfillment and contentment. 2. Resilience in difficult times. When faced with challenges, a strong sense of purpose can offer resilience. It provides a reason to persevere, knowing there's a bigger picture or goal one is working towards. 3. Deep satisfaction. While momentary pleasures can bring temporary happiness, a deeper sense of purpose offers a lasting and profound satisfaction. It goes beyond fleeting emotions to a consistent feeling of meaning and significance. 4. Enhanced social connections. People with a clear sense of purpose often engage in activities or communities aligned with their values. This can lead to stronger social bonds and a feeling of belonging, both of which enhance happiness. 5. Health benefits. Research has shown that individuals with a strong sense of purpose tend to have better mental and physical health outcomes. This includes lower rates of depression, longer lifespans, and even better immune function. 6. Reduction in existential anxiety. Confronting questions about life's meaning can lead to existential anxiety. Having a sense of purpose helps address these concerns, providing clarity and comfort. 7. Increased engagement. When one's activities align with their purpose, they are more likely to experience flow, a state where one is fully immersed and engaged in what they're doing. This state is closely related to feelings of happiness and fulfillment. In essence, while happiness can be experienced in many ways, having a sense of purpose or meaning adds depth to that happiness, making it more enduring and profound. It provides a foundation upon which joy, contentment, and satisfaction can be built.
What role do values and beliefs play in shaping our perception of happiness?
Values and beliefs are fundamental in shaping our perception of happiness, as they influence how we interpret experiences, make decisions, and set priorities. Here's how they impact our understanding of happiness. 1. Guiding principles. Our values act as guiding principles in our lives. When our actions align with our values, we tend to feel a sense of integrity, authenticity, and satisfaction, contributing to our overall happiness. 2. Interpreting experiences. Beliefs influence how we interpret events. For instance, someone who believes that challenges lead to growth might view difficulties as opportunities rather than setbacks, affecting their emotional response. 3. Setting priorities. What we value determines what we prioritize. Someone who values family might derive more happiness from spending time with loved ones, while someone who values achievement might find joy in professional successes. 4. Cultural influences. Cultural beliefs can shape our definition of happiness. For instance, some cultures might emphasize community and harmonious relationships as sources of happiness, while others might emphasize individual achievement. 5. Moral contentment. When our actions are in line with our moral values, we experience a sense of moral contentment, which can enhance our overall well-being and happiness. 6. Expectations and goals. Our beliefs about what leads to happiness influence our goals and expectations. If someone believes that material wealth leads to happiness, they might prioritize financial success. Social connections. Shared values and beliefs can strengthen social bonds, and strong social connections are known to enhance happiness. 8. Coping mechanisms. Certain beliefs can provide comfort during tough times. For instance, spiritual or religious beliefs can offer solace and perspective in the face of adversity, affecting emotional well-being. 9. Flexibility and evolution. It's also worth noting that as people grow and evolve, their values and beliefs might change, leading to shifts in their perception of happiness. In essence, our values and beliefs serve as lenses through which we view the world and our place in it. They influence our decisions, actions, and interpretations, playing a central role in shaping our perception of happiness.
How does one distinguish between temporary pleasure and lasting happiness?
Distinguishing between temporary pleasure and lasting happiness is crucial for understanding and nurturing one's well-being. Here's how the two differ. 1. Duration. As the name suggests, temporary pleasure is short-lived. It's a fleeting feeling, often tied to a specific moment or event. Lasting happiness, on the other hand, is more enduring and isn't just linked to a particular event. 2. Depth. Temporary pleasures often engage the senses, providing immediate gratification. Lasting happiness goes deeper, touching the emotional and often spiritual facets of our being, creating a sense of fulfillment and contentment. 3. Source. Temporary pleasures usually come from external sources, like indulging in a favorite food or buying something new. Lasting happiness often originates from within, stemming from personal growth, relationships, a sense of purpose, or alignment with one's values. 4. Dependency. Temporary pleasures might be more dependent on external circumstances. In contrast, lasting happiness is often more resilient to external changes, as it's rooted in one's internal state and perspective. 5. Consequences. While temporary pleasures can be harmless and even beneficial in moderation, excessive pursuit can lead to negative consequences, such as overindulgence or addiction. Lasting happiness tends to be self-sustaining and promotes overall well-being. 6. Nature of experience. Temporary pleasures often evoke a heightened state of excitement or sensory delight. Lasting happiness, in contrast, might be more equated with feelings of contentment, peace, and a deeper sense of satisfaction. 7. Adaptation. We tend to adapt to temporary pleasures, a phenomenon known as the hedonic treadmill. For example, the joy of a new purchase might fade, leading to a desire for another. Lasting happiness is less susceptible to this kind of adaptation. While both temporary pleasures and lasting happiness contribute to our overall well being, understanding their nature and effects can help individuals make choices that align with their long term goals and desires for a fulfilling life.
Are there universal elements or conditions that lead to happiness for most people?
Yes, while the exact definition and sources of happiness can vary across cultures and individuals, there are certain universal elements or conditions that have been found to contribute to happiness for most people. 1. Basic needs fulfillment. Meeting basic physiological needs such as food, water, shelter, and health is foundational. When these needs are unmet, it's challenging to experience happiness. 2. Relationships and social connections. Human beings are inherently social creatures. Strong, positive relationships with family, friends, and the community tend to enhance well being and provide a sense of belonging. 3. Meaning and purpose. Engaging in activities or having a broader sense of purpose that aligns with one's values and passions can lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness. 4. Security. Feeling safe both physically and emotionally is crucial. This includes financial security, safety from harm, and a stable environment. 5. Achievement and competence. Experiencing success, achieving goals, and feeling competent in one's endeavors can boost self-esteem and happiness. 6. Autonomy. Having a sense of control over one's life and choices enhances feelings of agency and contentment. 7. Health. Good physical and mental health positively influences happiness. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and mental well being practices can contribute significantly. 8. Personal growth. Continuous learning and personal development, whether through formal education or personal exploration, can provide a sense of progression and fulfillment. 9. Recognition and appreciation. Feeling valued and recognized, whether in professional settings, personal relationships, or the community, boosts self worth and happiness. Leisure and recreation. Engaging in activities purely for enjoyment, relaxation, and rejuvenation, whether it's hobbies, travel, or simple downtime, enhances overall well being. 11. Optimism. A hopeful outlook and the ability to focus on positive aspects, even in challenging situations, often correlate with higher levels of happiness. 12. Spirituality. For many, spirituality or religious beliefs provide a sense of solace, purpose, and connection, which can contribute to happiness. It's essential to note that while these elements are universally recognized as contributors to happiness, the degree to which each factor influences an individual's happiness can vary based on personal values, cultural background, and life circumstances. Given this, it's valuable to understand and prioritize what personally resonates most in one's pursuit of happiness. How do you relate to these universal elements in your own life?
Well, now I'm happy.